Hi everyone, I'm Diwa from Wiser Biker. Now, I've always wanted to try an indoor bicycle trainer, and I've never tried buying anything from Amazon before, but it seems like there are quite a big range of selection of bicycle indoor trainers on Amazon itself. So I went on there and found this Unisky magnetic turbo trainer. Well, it's a price of 120 USD, and I bought it for 250 Singapore dollars with shipping. And today I'm going to review on this Unisky magnetic turbo trainer. Alright, so what I get out of the box is the indoor trainer with a 6 resistant knob that you can toggle with the resistance number 1 and 6. So with level 1 is the lightest and level 6 the heaviest. I also come with a front wheel riser block. This is where it will support your front wheel so that it elevates the bike to make it balanced. And also a user manual. Well, the setup is actually very straightforward, so if you refer to it, it's just a one-page explanation on how to set it up and just a couple of simple steps. So first look, it is very compact. It doesn't take up a lot of space when it comes to storing it, so this is one thing that I think is pretty neat. You can hide it anywhere, maybe behind the door or in some corners in your home. Right, so setting up is very simple. Like I say, I'm going to demonstrate to you how in a couple of simple steps. Right, the trainer uses a 3-point contact with the ground, so you just need to open up the stance. And 1, 2, 3 is to sit flat on the ground. Step number 2 is to mount the bike onto the trainer itself. Now the package also comes with a skewer, so you can use this skewer for training purpose to mount onto the training stand and not to spoil your original skewer, quick release skewer on your bike. Right, so just simply insert or just rest the skewers onto the trainer's side, the screw side, and just screw it tight. Now, while some other trainers uses a knob and a quick release on the other side, this one has got 2 knobs. I mean, both sides are actually adjustable knobs. While it may be a little bit more tedious to do, but it's definitely more secure. You can adjust both sides and tighten them. And with these very big knobs, it's actually very easy to turn them and tighten them. After that, you should engage the roller onto the bicycle, the rear wheel tire itself. Now, if this is the first time you're setting up the trainer, it's always good practice to release more so that there's a big gap here, and you can slowly adjust it to engage. Slowly adjust it until it touches the tire. Once the roller touches the tire, all you need to do is just turn 2 more full rotations, and that should give you about the same kind of resistance as you ride on a flat road. Once you are done with mounting the rear wheel, now you just have to put the front wheel onto the riser block. Right, something that I've noticed is that this front wheel riser block is not really high enough, so it just means that the rear wheel now is slightly higher, about 2 cm higher than the front wheel. So for me, it's very simple. I just have to find something to rest under it so as to offset the difference. So now the bike should be equally elevated on the front wheel as well as the rear wheel, and you should get the feeling of riding on a flat road. And lastly, we just have to mount the adjustable resistance knob onto the cockpit. Well, if you use an arrow bar or some oversized bar, then you may have some difficulty, but I believe you can be creative about it, so you can actually mount or find any other place to mount on it. Right now, this is the speed about 15 km per hour. And this is about a speed of 25 km an hour. And now is the maximum effort, almost maximum. One, two, three. Alright, so as you can hear, as I ride, the faster I ride, the more noise it generates. Well, we all have different threshold or sensitivity to noise. I can only tell you that in my opinion, this level of noise is very acceptable. And so far, I haven't got any complaint from my neighbor or from my wife. But only when I was doing at the maximum effort, then the noise started to become a little bit annoying. But well, I couldn't hold at my maximum effort for long anyway. But my next concern is really about the stability of the trainer, especially when I'm riding on it. Now I'm 62 kg, and together with the bike, we are about 70 kg. And when I was riding hard on this trainer, it was still able to hold on pretty well. So my guess is the high carbon steel that this trainer is made of, together with the white 3-point base, would have contributed to this high stability. Now, in fact, the manufacturer spec says that this trainer can hold up to 120 kg of load. So that's pretty solid. Well, so far, I must say I'm pretty happy with this Unisky turbo trainer. However, it's not perfect. And well, the first thing I want to point out to you is about slippage. So whenever I try to do a sprint, I can feel the wheel actually slips. If I gradually increase the pace of my cadence or my speed, it doesn't happen, but only at sprints. So for those of you who intend to buy a trainer to train sprinting, a lot of sprinting, then you may want to take note of this. One advice is that if you want to improve that, you could change it to trainer specific tires, and that could reduce the slippage and at the same time also reduce the noise. And the last point about this trainer that is not so perfect is that it doesn't come with any smart features. It is a very simple, straightforward turbo trainer, just mount on and ride, but it doesn't come with any built-in sensors such as speed sensor or cadence sensor or power meter or heart rate sensor. So all these add-on sensors you have to buy separately in order to ride virtually or to hook it up with any other riding app. Now let's do a scoring chart to put things into perspective. In terms of price, this trainer at 120 USD, I'll say is 4 out of 5 for US residents. If you're staying in the US and you're buying this for 120 USD, I think it can be considered as a bargain. But for those of us who are staying in Singapore, then buying this for 250 Singapore dollars inclusive of shipping, well, it still has a lot of value in it, but it's not the best, so I say it's 3.5 out of 5. Next is features, and I'll give it 3 out of 5 because it is not very smart. Well, not smart, not only that it doesn't have built-in sensors, but even this resistant knob is not very smart, because I do not know what each of these 6 levels offers, how much resistance that each level offers. So in order for me to simulate a riding a gradient of 4%, I actually don't know which level I should go. Also, I did not expect that a riser block is not high enough to raise the front wheel to the same level of elevation as the rear wheel. This is something pretty weird to me, so I thought they really can improve on this. Next is performance. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. What I don't like about it was the high noise level when I was riding it. I mean, when I was trying to sprint. So basically at high speed or high power level, and as well as the slippage while when I'm trying to sprint. But I must say the stability of this piece of turbo trainer is very impressive. Even and when I was trying to do my maximum effort, even when I'm trying to do a very hard sprint, it was able to hold up very well. So that is something that I like about it. Alright, so let's see the overall rating out of 5 for this Unisky magnetic turbo trainer. For those of you who are living in the US, you are more fortunate because you get a rating of 3.62 out of 5. But for us here in Singapore, it's only 3.5 out of 5 simply because of the shipping fee, the additional shipping fee that we have to pay for it. Alright, so for those of you who are on a tight budget like I was, and if you're only looking for a turbo trainer to do some zone 2 training, recovery rides, or just in case your leg gets itchy during a rainy day or winter seasons, then this is a very good option. But if you are craving for some virtual riding actions, like with a app such as Swift, then you can still use this trainer with the help of add-on sensors. But I must say that your overall virtual riding experience would be quite limited. Right, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoy our review. And do remember to like and subscribe. I'm DR again. See you.